here that allows me so much freedom and flexibility within my life because of the high paying clients that I have on my roster. Okay, you hear me, Uni? Okay. me. Okay, what to do? Okay, just ignore everything in the background, okay? But I have y'all set up there because, I wonder if with the mic, it actually might be okay. This audio actually might be good. Like maybe y'all can, let's keep y'all there, okay? If y'all want to see if y'all want to see the art, go to the main channel, okay? Go to the main channel. That's where all the visuals are. And so I know here, let me see what their name was. Okay, shout out to you. You actually did say that you had it played in the background. I know it, okay? I know it because that's how we listen to stuff. I love y'all. Shout out to Natural Mystic 222. Just look at your comment. Shout out to Look Closer Into. Just seeing your comment as well. I'll be replying to y'all in just a bit. But I'm gonna finish up some painting for now. But shout out to Nike VX6LI. Okay, he said, I do have you played in the background. Dope. I love it. So yes, so over here on a Gemini Diary, I'm really not gonna worry about the visuals because I get it 1,000%. Y'all got me playing in the background. So I also feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's giving content creator vibe over here, okay? It's giving the vibe of artists who want to, grow their, artists who wants to share their work with the world and grow their platforms and everything. And I love that, I love to connect with other artists as well. We can definitely inspire each other on the journey, okay? So, look, we having a little chat. We having a little chit chat while we create. Let me know what y'all working on. Like y'all painting? Are y'all like creating while you listening to this? I'm like so excited to even think about. But okay. So what I want to talk about. So I came back to social media. I'm back on the gram. It's still been super glitchy for me, but like whatever. I'm not even about to give that too much energy because that's not even super important. But the issue that I've been, is it an issue? Like that feels dramatic. Like I'm not having an issue per se, but I think that I am like, okay girl, like let's do it. I've come through, I've been on the journey of processing so much, and so now I really feel like I do have a lot more of an understanding. Get situated. Because really what I'm focusing on is this hand here. So this one is looking pretty good. I mean, there's still more, there's always more that can be done, but I love the open, y'all. Like it's the open for me. It's the open golden acrylic medium gloss that really helps me stretch it, really helps me be able to blend. Makes it a little bit more buttery for me, so I love that. But so I posted today on Instagram and on TikTok because I was listening to Gary Vee. Okay, I have a complicated relationship with Gary Vee, but he do be inspiring me to like get off the games. It's like, girl. And also when I think about as far, and like that's kind of why I've been thinking about this today, because today is Friday, August 16th. So at the time of recording this, tomorrow is the panel that I'm speaking on at KEXP radio station. And that's where I did my first mural, and I actually posted that on my Instagram of the Purple Goddess mural that I was telling y'all about in the other video. The video, I think, lessons I learned from pausing social media or something. So this is literally where I painted that mural. Okay, the very first mural ever in Seattle, and it genuinely changed my life. It changed my life for the good. It was such an incredible experience, and from there, I really catapulted my career. And the main thing that I was using was social media. You know, I'm like, girl, like it was like, I didn't even think about it. Like, that's the crazy part. Like, it was just so fun and free where I was just like, good morning, Graham family. You know what's funny? It's kind of the vibe that I feel over here on YouTube. Like, I'd be like, good morning, you know, like I just be so happy to share, so happy to show up, you know. It just felt so natural where it wasn't even work. I didn't even feel like, oh, okay, let me slog through this. Let me like post today, you know. And after a while, it was starting to feel like that. And I'm like, why is it feeling like this, you know? And I guess like over time, like maybe it's natural, you know, because it's like, I know for me, I'm always trying to like figure out like, well, why is this the case? Like, what's the root cause? Like, what's really going on behind it? And it's like, yeah, like maybe there isn't anything deeper, but just besides the fact of like, you know, like you've been doing it for a while, and like anything that you've been doing for a while, you do grow a level of, you know, fatigue, or you just feel like, okay, I'm kind of tired, just like whatever, you know. And to be real, of course, I think we've all seen that the climate has changed on social media. Like, it's different than what it was when I was just having fun playing around in 2016 and 2017. Right now, it's 2024, and it's a whole different energy now every time you go on these platforms. And you know, you feel like it's hard to keep up with everything. And so just to let y'all know, I feel the same way, even as somebody who wears like, oh, like she's posting on YouTube, and you know, and she posting on Instagram, like she getting started with her TikTok, like she must be good with all this. Like, no, y'all, like I'm genuinely feeling the same way of feeling like, how can I keep up with it all, you know? And so part of what I've shared in some other talks is just that, yeah, I'm releasing the idea of how can I, like, okay, the strategy, you know, you get to watching so many strategy videos, and then I feel like a lot of with that strategy stuff is helpful and it's good, but sometimes it can just make you overthink, you know? It's like now, it does take away a little bit of like the fun, whimsical, carefree aspect of it. It's like now you got the content calendar, now you building stuff in Notion, and you got a Canva template. Like it gets like, now it's getting all serious, you know, when it's like when you just have fun with it. And so I think that's the important part with creativity. I think just our field is just so, I'm just embracing the fact that our field is different, you know, it genuinely is a different field. So if I'm just absorbing myself in business podcasts and like, oh, marketing, and like, okay, what is Gary Vee saying that we need to do or whatever? It's like, yeah, but when now granted, I do feel like he's a creative person and he is talking to a lot of creatives in his videos, but there's also like, I think maybe we don't talk enough about how important play is in the creative process. How sometimes like you can't strategize it. You know, like sometimes some of those best songs, the songs that be going platinum and stuff, it'd be funny because I love looking at the interviews and stuff, and the artists they laugh. They was like, oh, this was the random, so this was the warm up. I think I was listening to SZA's interview or something, like the Apple interview that she did with SOS album. I think they were talking about like either Hit Different or no, because that was the one with Travis Scott. I think the Hit Different song. I think it was the one I Hate You. Yeah, the I Hate You that had like ended up going viral or something. She was like, that was like the warm up track. You know, she said like in the studio, she tell them to just put on anything for her to warm up her vocals. And she was like, that was literally the warm-up song. And there's something about just having a freedom in the creative process where you're not overthinking it. You're not hoping that this is gonna go viral. You're not hoping that you got to sell this painting for thousands of dollars or whatever. It's just like you just genuinely having fun and you letting loose. And I think that's when the muse can come and be at our at our disposal, you know. Disposal, is that the right? I guess that is how you say it. In a good way though, you know. And so I'm just like, yeah, girl, like you sort of got burnt out with some of this stuff, because this is so crazy, because y'all know I've just been processing for a while, and like I'm able to now look back on some of these videos and see where I've come in my processing process. And you know, I talk about a video that I have on the main channel saying that my art business was draining my creativity, which is so I was just talking to one of my art friends out here, like shout out to the art community in Seattle, okay? Like, man, I love the tribe that I have out here. I really do. And I think it's super important to have artist friends and to have people that you can bounce ideas off of, you know. And like, if you don't have that in your community, or if you don't have immediate access to that, that's fine. Like maybe that's what these videos are serving for you, and I'm happy to be in that position. But also, it's really important to still have your people in real life though, because what is helpful for me is my community that I have here in real life, and they able to give me like relevant advice for my city, you know. It's like, say you in Detroit or something, and y'all got a whole different scene, you know. So some of the stuff that I'm talking about might, it'd be like, oh, well, that don't really work for over here, because, you know, maybe over here in Colorado, they really like mountain landscape stuff. They not really into like the little purple stuff, purple people stuff you be paying, you know what I mean? So it's just like, it's really about figuring out what works for you and where you at in your career and your location, you know. But just, it's been super helpful for me to have the group of friends that I have out here, and having artists to be able to bounce ideas off, you know. And so, but yeah, I was saying that to say that I was talking to my friend, and I was like, yeah, have you been painting or whatever? He was like, nah. I was asking if he was gonna be at one of these festivals. So, you know, there's like a lot of little pop-up markets and stuff. And he was like, nah, you know, I'm kind of taking a break from all that, because like I haven't really painted in a while, and I felt like the business aspect was taking over my art, and I wasn't really even being able to create. And I'm like, bruh, I feel you. This is one of my guy friends. I'm like, bruh, I feel you 100%. Like, I made a whole video about that like 2 years ago or something, you know. And so there is, I think, that like burnout for creative. I think like, I try not to be super like, oh well, like it's super special for artists because like we're this special breed of people, but kind of though. But like, the truth is, we kind of are. Like, you know, I'm just like really embracing a lot of these different aspects where it's like, yeah, girl, like you require different things. Like, if you are a creative being, if you do identify is that like maybe you do need some different things. And also, what I'm learning is to not punish myself for that, not vilify myself, where I'm just like, oh, like you are, but you know, oh, you're an empath, oh, you're sensitive. Like, yeah, okay, I am, okay, and this is what I need for myself, and I'm not about to judge myself, and I'm not about to make my like just be mean or make myself feel weak because I need different moments of rest, you know. Or even like for my cycle, you know, that was the other element with this piece, was like, you know, I didn't want it to be like just too heavenly feminine. The thing is, like, that's just who I am, so of course those aspects are going to come through. But I really did want, I sort of subtly sketched in these galaxies, and so it looked like the female reproductive system, like it looked like the fallopian tube and the ovaries and, you know, the uterus and stuff. And so it was also like a nod to my body, of just like embracing my body and honoring the different cycles that I have, and not shunning it, and not being mad at my body or telling her that she's wrong or bad or you know, imbalanced or incorrect for needing the breaks that she needs during her cycle. You know, it's really about just honoring everything and not having judgment with it. And so it's like, and the crazy thing is, like, now that I give myself the rest that I need during the time of my lunar flow, I'm so much better. Like, I barely have any cramps. I'm able to rest. I feel I bounce back so stronger and inspired and enthused and like everything. So it's just like, girl, like give yourself everything that you need, because your body is gonna thank you. Okay? Your body can either thank you for the love that you've given it, or it can kind of punish you. And I try not to look at it as like a punishment. It's not a punishment, but it will share the messages that it needs. Okay, it will speak to you. It's gonna either speak to you as a thank you, or speak to you in language of like, girl, I need some more. I need some more rest. I need some more food. I need some more vitamins. Like, I need something. I'm speaking to you right now. Please hear me. You know, like, I'm not trying to be. I feel like our bodies are amazing. Our bodies are so amazing, and it's like, I know that's the last thing that they want to do is hurt us. You know, that's the last thing that they want to do is create an inconvenience for our lives. And like, we just be so fresh, like, why my body gotta be like this, like, you know, it's just like, damn, they just like, our little body's just like, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to tell you that I'm dehydrated. Speaking of, where's my water? Okay, girl, stay hydrated. Okay, drink your water. Take a minute right now. That was great. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for letting me know that you're actually dehydrated right now. So, damn, I really need some water. That's hilarious. Speaking of, anywho, so it's like, yeah, girl, like, your body isn't trying to be difficult, okay? They're not trying to be a Karen, okay? They're just trying to express what they need, you know? And so I really wanna honor that about my body and really be grateful for that. This gonna be bitch. This is about to be motherfucking guilty. Y'all better get ready. Okay, look, no. I do love being my own hype woman though. Like you kinda gotta be. With as many rejection letters as I get, you gotta balance that out with like being your own hype woman. Like, yeah, I'm that bitch. I'm that motherfucking bitch right now. Where did it go? How did it go sexual? What is wrong with you? Oh my god. Anywho, so yeah, oh, this is coming together nicely. But so yeah, I don't know how I went on like a whole tangent about the body, but okay, so me coming back to the gram now, right? I mean, that's not really even that important. I think where I sort of started with all of this was just reminding myself to play. Reminding myself to have fun. And I think I talked about this on the main channel too. I think it's like Free the Wild Child or something. Yeah. Man, I love that. And actually, I really loved making that video because we was just out in the trees. Like I was just literally living my genuine life of what I do when I'm not in the studio, you know? So yeah, it's just like Free the Wild Child. Let yourself play. And I know for me, and I think everybody is different because like I have a friend, like she's super dope, but like she's also like, she needs structure. Okay, she's like, no, I don't like all the, you ain't about to run wild free. What's the plan? Okay, and I'm like, okay, and you know, so you know, that's what makes her feel safe is structure. You know, I don't need structure. I'm really not that girl. I'm not, you know, but some people are like that and they do need structure. So it's about figuring out what works for you. And so what I realized over this time is like, oh, you've been listening to all these people who like structure or require structure, or they're saying like, oh, you know, this is how the social media should do this, how many times you should post today, this should be whatever. But it's like, okay, for you, what is your process? Your process actually might be different. You actually might need something else. And so what I'm realizing for me is that I need play. I need like a container. I just need a sandbox. Like, I don't put me in there, don't give me no rules, don't give me no whatever, just like let me frolic. Now granted, of course, if I'm doing some work for a client or whatever, it's like, yeah, no, I'm not giving the deadline, okay? If you let me be too free, you won't get that bitch for 2 years, okay? So tell me exactly what you need, we can lock it in, we can make it happen, you know? So, yeah. This is gonna be so cute. Like, and y'all, I got the, and then I was like, am I gonna resubmit the design? Okay, so I'm working with this company. Oh, they actually sent me some free pins. Y'all should turn on these lights so y'all can see on this side. It kind of don't matter, girl. Like, whatever. We already established the people looking at you in the background. Okay. So I actually worked with this company before on the main channel. I think it was GSJJ Enamel Pens. They had hit me up and they created like a custom pen for me. Now, granted, it was a pen that I had already created in the past, and the thing was, I had wanted to compare them to the company that I had went with before, and the company was Wizard Pen. And I love Wizard Pen too. Like, they, you know, like both of them are dope. It's really, I feel like GSJJ though is able to do a whole lot more. Like, they was able to do the glitter, like it was just crazy. They're like, yeah, girl, like we could do whatever you want. I'm like, okay, cool. And they was like making all these different mock-ups for me, and like just was been really patient, because I must have I must have changed the damn design like 3 times, and still haven't submitted the payment. And so I know they like, hey, are you gonna go with it? You know, because as an artist, damn, as an artist, I don't like that either. When it's like, okay, here, let me see if y'all can get y'all a little close up, get close up for the people. Progress, a little wide shot. Boom, bam, put you back. Okay, great. I wonder how the vibe could be if we over here. I just really love this wide angle lens. It's really fun. But anywho, so the GSJJ enamel pens people, they was able to do a lot more in customization, and like they really been dope. So like, yeah, if y'all trying to make any enamel pens, definitely hit them up. I think I did do like a cost comparison too, and they was just a little bit more affordable. Like the thing is, they got all these different options where you can save money. Like if you don't need them super duper quick, then you get a discount by like allowing them more time, you know, so they'll give you like a 20% discount or something. So yeah, I'm not sponsored by them at all. Like, look at, not her like pro, but no, like the thing is, that's what's dope about some of these brands. It's like they get it, you know. Let me sit this over here because now I feel like I'm blocking the view. That's what like good, like a good brand, you know, they like, you know what, we gonna send this to you for free, kind of like samples, you know. It's like, we gonna send you this to free and you gonna fall in love and you gonna come back and you gonna buy it. And that's genuinely kind of how this company been. I was like, damn, y'all sent me some stuff for free, and now I'm kind of coming back and spending my own coin because y'all that girl. Okay. And also, to me, that's how these sponsorship stuff should work. It's like, to me, you should still be talking about the company, even if you still genuinely love that company and you still using a product. Like, it shouldn't only be in a sponsored video when you're talking about them, you know. But I also get it now, you kind of giving them, I don't know, like maybe if like influencer or something is like your part-time job, I mean it's like your full-time job, maybe you like, no, that's me promoting them, I'm not about to be out. That's maybe to them, they essentially see that as like working for free, you know. But like at the end of the day, that's kind of what it all started off as. It started off as us just genuinely sharing what we liked. Okay, like whether somebody paid us or not, you know. It was like, I know for me, I'm just that girl who like, look, y'all, this is what I really like, you know. So this is my genuine review of something, you know. But anywho, so what was I talking about? Oh, the pen. So I am turning this into an enamel pen, and am I gonna let y'all know over here? Like, I mean, sure, of course, I guess if y'all want to shop, I don't know. I don't know if y'all are my like. I don't know if this is specifically my, not like promoing over here, am I? I mean, sure. I mean, I guess. Hell, why not? Y'all, if y'all want to get something, get it. Hell, like, look, it's up to you. It's up to you. But yeah. So no, I'm gonna keep y'all. I mean, I don't know if I'll keep y'all posted over here. That feels like a main channel kind of topic, but I am excited to bring these pens to the world. And so if y'all are trying to do any pens, I highly recommend GSJJ, because they've been super patient with me on the design. Oh, what I was saying with this design is that I later put in the rings. So when I was just sketching it out like on the paper, that's why I love painting so much too, is because like it just evolves, you know. It sort of takes on a life of its own in such a beautiful way. Okay, I think we're done here with. That's the beautiful thing about painting, is that when I actually get my hands on it, it genuinely takes on a life of its own. And so this is how new things are formed and created. But I don't know how we got there. This is just a stream of consciousness, huh? These are fun. Oh, right. So the whole thing was like just making sure that I'm playing and knowing what works for me. And so the process that works for me is having a lot of free time. Oh, right. Right. I'm saying for the client. Don't give me too much free time. But just having a lot of fluidity, but also to be fair, that kind of, maybe is this the conversation? Wow. She just got there. What? How far are we? This has been the point of this talk the entire time. Oh, nice. And my GoPro was about to die anyway, so I would have thought that I was recording then. Would have been shit out of luck, okay? Shit out of luck, as my daddy liked to say. As my daddy used to say, okay? Hell. That's like the best word for that. It really is. Like, to be shit out of luck. It's like, damn, your luck has really ran out, okay? You just shit out of luck. Isn't that just a great colloquialism? I love words. I love language. I love etymology. Shit out of luck, okay? Oh, my granddad, too. That sounded like my granddad right there. Yeah, so, okay, right, okay. So is the point of this talk going to be talking about why I don't like commissions? Like, is that, the thing is, it's not like I don't like commissions. I'm actually super duper grateful for them. So maybe, you know what? Because you gotta speak power over yourself, because the universe is always listening. So let me be real. Let me be real specific with the universe right now, because they always listening, okay? So let me watch the words that are coming out of my mouth. Let me get real clear with you, Uni. Okay? Let me get real clear with you with what I want, okay? I do commissions at a premium. Top tier, okay? Top tier. That allows me so much freedom and flexibility within my life because of the high paying clients that I have on my roster. Okay, you hear me, Uni? Okay. me. Okay, you hear me? So I'm grateful for the high paying clients that grant me the privilege to do their custom commission projects at a premium cost. Because, okay, now look, now I'm back talking to y'all, because this is the real tea. This is why commissions are difficult, is because, like, you are, is that what it is? Commissions are almost like, I don't want to, okay, let's not be dramatic. Let's be real particular here. Commissions is counterintuitive to the creative process, okay? So I think it takes a specific kind of person and kind of a specific type of artist to be able to do commissions well and successfully for a long period of time. Do you have to do them for a long period of time? No, not at all. Like, you can sort of ebb and flow with them, you know? But that's also why I'm being particular with the universe around what type of commissions that I do want, because what I did realize about murals is that I don't want to cut off any income streams, because I mentioned this in I think lessons I learned from Paul's social media video, is that the murals has been the thing that's been keeping me afloat. Like, this is a mural project right here, and I'm gonna make a video on the main channel talking about this. Like, I'm actually now, it's a non-traditional mural, like it's actually being printed on vinyl, but this is technically still a mural, and I'm able to safely and comfortably create it here in my studio, and then later get it digitally scanned and printed on essentially like a billboard, like a giant vinyl reproduction that'll be out in the city on 5th Avenue in Bell. If you are familiar with the Seattle area, then you can check it out. It'll probably be ready by the end of August 2024 of this year at the time of recording this video. So yeah, so I do feel like commissions are a little bit counterintuitive to the creative process. So it's like, in order to, but what I'm, to my credit, like, let me be clear, to my creative process, because every creator is different, and some people might feel like, oh, it's commissions are fine for me. Like I can do that. Like I can do them anytime, anywhere. It's like, okay, great, wonderful. That is wonderful. If you don't feel the pressure, if you don't get anxious during that time, like totally fine. Like that is wonderful, and like genuinely, I'm genuinely happy for you. Like, some people are like, oh, good for you. Like, no, genuinely, I'm happy for you, because that is such a gift to be able to do that. And sometimes, if you are doing commissions, or if that is your main thing, like, and like maybe you getting tired of it, like sometimes it does take a moment for somebody else from the outside to see the value in what you're doing, for you to get back into a state of gratitude, because sometimes like we be doing something for so long, you just like, oh man, whatever, like I'm tired of doing these commissions or whatever. Like everybody can't do that. So what you're doing is actually amazing, and sometimes that is reinvigorating for us when we realize like, oh wow, like what I'm doing is like unique, like I am talented in a way where I'm able to do this. Like, yeah, like have a moment, like, yes, feel good in this moment, because it's true. I think commissions are difficult, and to be real, a lot of what allowed me to step into the person that I am today is like I had to confront a lot of fears. So even around me not doing commissions, now granted, it wasn't like fears per se, it was like a little bit more of a respecting of my time and energy, because the people that I was working with, I felt like didn't respect my time and energy, and so I had to really set up a boundary and like advocate for myself as an artist, So that was sort of more of my experience with it, and sort of why I shunned away from murals. But I'm reminding myself to not throw the baby out with the bathwater. Like there's actually, like, just because you had some bad experiences with some people who didn't pay you, or wanted you to make 1,001 changes and edits, and like, was trying to lowball you, or say, just like whatever. Like I think if you an artist watching this, you get it. Okay, you've probably had similar experiences of somebody trying to do you like that, So I totally get, like you probably get what I'm saying, right? So I'm gonna kind of leave it at that. Was this trying to like match the other side? I guess like over here kind of got punchy. I'm loving this. I'm really loving this. I'm really having a good time making it. I just really love what I do. It's like such a gift. And I'm coming back to that, I'm coming back to the gratitude and everything, because I think what a lot of people don't talk about, maybe I did talk about this, and I think it definitely warrants being said again. I talked about in one of the videos, like how a dream job is still a job. It's like you still got to get up every day, meet with the people, have the meetings, do the shenanigans, and like people think like, oh man, it'd just be like such a dream job to be a full-time artist, and like it would just be so great if I could just like do it. It's like, yeah, when you actually in it, like, every field has their level of, I think Jen Sincero said it best in one of her books, like You Are a Badass. I love those books, by the way. She had like, you are a badass at making money, you are a badass. Like, it's like 3 different books, and all of them start with you are a badass, and then they reiterate on it in some way. Whether it's like money, or they're really spiritual too. I love if you look at on a book on like manifestation and unpacking your limiting beliefs around money, the Jen Sincero book, You Are a Badass at Making Money, that's a really good one, man. I haven't listened to it in a while either. I should probably get I should get a little refresher on that. I think it's always good to just like check back in, check back in. Sometimes you gotta reread a book if you feeling like you forgetting some of the principles. You gotta come back to it. But yeah, so even for me, I had to realize like, okay, girl, like, yeah, the dream, just to be real, like the dream job wasn't feeling like the dream. Okay. After you're doing something for so long, you start to get tired, you start to get frustrated with certain different things, or how people are treating you or whatever, And but I just had a moment. So there was just like different moments where I had to check in and really reroot myself in gratitude, and I'm super grateful for that. And yeah, now I'm coming back, and so I've come back with I feel like damn near like a whole new perspective on life. Is that it? Really? Is that feels deep? But I mean, it kind of is what it is. I'm not gonna OCD too much on the details with this, because if I let myself, I could really go there. But also, like, why not though? Like, why not? It's fun. Okay, like it's. I'm sorry. I want to OCD. I want to. Let me. Let me. I feel my inner child. Like, let me. I want it. This is what I like to do. It's exactly what I like to do. Okay, child. Like, go have fun. Go have fun. Bring in a tiny little brush if you want. The thing is, this is gonna be blown up. People gonna be looking at it from afar. So, man, y'all just got an email that's like making me really happy. Really happy. Super grateful. Super grateful. I manifested them too. I called them in. I sort of, if you this far in the video, you are a real one. So I'm about to get weird with y'all. Okay? Let's get hella, hella, hella esoteric. So I don't know where maybe, there's a channel on like, I started to like stop recommending channels per se, because like, you don't want to be associated too closely with somebody especially if they end up doing some shenanigans where it's like, well, damn, now you're Mr. Winning recommended. Like, okay, so I just know that everybody's values don't reflect my values. But, I am a person who can where I don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, like if somebody is still saying something that's good, like whether kind of like if it's like, sure, man, I might not like the person per se, but like if what they speaking is truth, like truth is true. Okay. Truth is true. So I mean, well, is it thief says, I don't know. Hell, feels like truth can be subjective. I don't know. Maybe truth is a little subjective. But like, I mean, of course, like I'm in all the manifestation, like Abraham Hicks, the law of attraction, Neville Goddard, the law of assumption, Florence Scovel Shinn, the grandmother of law of assumption before even Neville Goddard. Okay, I love Florence Scovel Shinn. Her books are The Game of Life and How to Play them. And the word is your wand. Your word is your wand, or like the power of the word, or like something like that. They got the Audible books for free on YouTube. Listen to them, y'all. Like the minute I started listening to Neville Goddard and Florence Scovel Shinn, changed my life. Okay, but okay, so it was this other YouTuber that I had found, black guy too, cool. Like, you could tell that he's deep in his stuff and he's far along. It's like everybody in there different phases of the evolution, and so you could tell that he's further along. And it's comforting. I feel like I'm sort of at a point in my spiritual journey. I'm sort of looking for somebody who's a little bit further along. It sounds like the people who are sharing, I'm like, okay, you kind of at the same stage I'm at. I'm looking for the next level. And so he sort of came up on my feed, I feel like during a time where I was looking for that next level. So super grateful for that. But anywho, so I think he was one of the people that I can remember who directly made me think about the power of like sending out like a psychic message, like sending out a call, energetically. Like, have you ever thought about somebody and then they called you? Like literally, like they called you on the phone and you're like, man, I was just thinking about you. So it's like we can actually do that. Like we can actually train that. Like I also practice like dream recall. I practice lucid dreaming. Let me tell y'all, this is a perfect place I can share our dream, because I was like, man, do I put this in the main channel video? Like, is this relevant? Like, I don't know, whatever. Okay, gotta tell y'all this dream because it was crazy. So I hate those dreams when my teeth are falling out. I hate them. Try not to use the H word, but I really don't like them. Okay. And so in this dream, my teeth was falling out. And of course, those are anxiety provoking dreams. Like you get really, really afraid during that time, you know? And so in this dream, my teeth was falling out and Andy was there and my sister-in-law, Janice. And so she was like, we was going to this event. Now, y'all, I love my smile. I'm always complimented on my smile. That's kind of one of the first things people sort of see or say about me. Like ever since I was young, I've sort of always had this big ass wide smile. Okay. And I do take very good care of my teeth. Okay. I feel like my teeth is one of my valuable assets. Okay. Get my cleanings every 6 months. Get my any cavities I get them filled. I've only had one root canal, which actually might need some work at this point. Whatever, okay. Pretty much, she likes her smile, okay, and she understands the value add that it has in the world cosmetically. And so it was interesting in this dream that we were specifically on our way to an event where we had to look all nice. Like Andy looked good, he was dressed up, Janice was dressed up, like it was a nice event. And so I had went in the bathroom to start getting ready, and my teeth just started crumbling out of my mouth. Okay. First it started just one, like my little canine on the left-hand side. And so I was like, oh, like, you know, you feel, I remember when you was a kid and like you could feel your teeth coming out and it was like, it would be in your mouth, you know? I was like, oh, what, you know? So that one came out and then the rest started crumbling out. Now, mind you, all of them didn't, this is so crazy, but like, whatever, sorry if this is too graphic, but anywho, so you know how like, they all just started falling out, but they didn't fall all out at once. They were sort of like trickling out one at a time, and they weren't even like falling off. Some of them was like just hanging on by the root. This is terrible. Oh my God, I'm sorry. But I just gotta tell you this. It was hanging. This is how terrible this dream was. Okay, this is how anxiety producing this dream was. My teeth were hanging on by strings, okay, by the strings of the nerves in my teeth. Okay. I was just like, oh my God, this is terrible. And so I went out. I was like, babe, and so Andy was there. I was like, babe, are my teeth falling out? And like, I know that is such an extreme thing. Like I've had dreams of my teeth falling out before where like, I know it's a dream. And so I'm able to wake myself up from a dream. Oh, because also I was telling y'all how like I practice lucid dreaming of like waking myself up out of a dream or acknowledging I'm in a dream and then like manipulating the dream and like walking through that reality in my awareness, you know, because I also like to practice that in real life, like in my waking life, like remember that you are a light being having a human experience. Like stay woke, okay? Like remember, okay? Remember the power that you have to manipulate this universe. Don't forget it, you know? So I practice that same awareness and knowing in my dream when I actually go to bed and fall asleep at night, right? So my teeth are coming out. They're falling out, hanging on by the nerve endings, okay? And so I come out, I'm like, babe, are my teeth falling out? I was like, I think I specifically asked Andy, is this a dream? Like, am I dreaming? Are my teeth falling out? He was like, no, babe, just like your teeth are really falling out. Like he was looking like, oh shit, like your teeth are really falling out. I was like, oh my God. And then like Janice was there. She was all dressed and like ready to go. And she was, and he was like, well, maybe he was like, all right, babe, you got to get dressed. Like maybe you could just like, essentially like keep your mouth closed. Was my dream pretty much saying, shut up, you talking too much? I don't know. He was like, maybe we could still go. I was like, I can't go to the event. Like my fucking teeth are coming out. He was like, well, maybe we can still go, but maybe you just keep your mouth closed. And I'm just like, what the fuck? No, like my teeth are falling out. So I'm having this whole breakdown. Okay. I'm having an emotional, mental breakdown. And I'm like, oh my God. And so I was like, I have to be dreaming. I have to be dreaming. This has to be a dream. And I just remember like being really sad and like mourning the loss of my teeth and stuff. And then like in the dream, I heard it was like this oversoul, like this higher self. Literally, it said this dream had lasted long enough. And like with the wave of a hand, I woke up. And it was just so magical and so powerful that it was like, so the thing was when I had woke up, I was still in a panic. Okay, you know, like with the dreams, the emotions still linger. But as I marinated on a dream later in the day, I was like, girl, you have that same power in your waking life. If you feel yourself getting stressed or anxious or out of control with everything that's going on in the world, it's just like, remember, this emotional state has lasted long enough. In the same way that your higher self was able to like wave the hand and you was able to literally shift your reality, you're able to do that same thing here. So even if there is stressful and crazy stuff going on, you have the power to change your emotional state, And I've been feeling that's something I had looked it up, like, when your teeth falling out dreams, like, it's like, oh, well, you're stressed or anxiety or like having loss or like, oh, there's a whole lot of stuff going on in your life, like whatever, like, Google tell you all the different interpretations of dreams. And sometimes the thing is like, you gotta decipher it for yourself. You have to go through your own process and be like, how does this feel for me? Is this right for my personal situation? And to a certain extent it was, because I was like, man, I am feeling a little stressful, like just the summer, y'all know, like just the summer, it'd be so much like traveling, like we going back to Chicago again. I feel like I was just in Chicago. Okay. We going back to Chicago again. Just different circumstances and stuff. And so we going to see family, and then some other family members are coming out here to come see us, which really excited about. We haven't seen these family members in a little bit of time. So yeah, so it's just like, it's just a journey. And so it can be stressful around this time of year. And I also remind myself, like, girl, this time of year does get a little stressful. It does, everybody want to plan a trip or go somewhere or travel, always concerts. And then in my professional life, my career, like, okay, it's mural season. You got to do murals. And I'm so grateful that I'm able to do this final mural. Like, I'm so grateful because now it unlocked an opportunity for me to do another mural that's even bigger. And yeah, just wonder. I'll tell you more about that on the main channel. But yeah, so this dream was just so crazy, and this girl, he huge, ain't it? Hey, look at him. This dream was just so crazy where it was like, girl, you have the power. Like, don't fall back into that overwhelm. Don't let it get you out of whack. Like, don't, come on back. Come on back to the truth, And I was like, wow, that was exactly what I needed. It was exactly what I needed, I feel like I haven't really shared a dream in a while. I feel like I was sharing a lot of my dreams on the main channel for a little bit, but I don't know, maybe I'll share more over here because I'm trying to do like less talky stuff on the main channel and just like more of the art on the channel, which is great. I think I had talked about the comment that somebody had made. And the crazy thing is, like, y'all probably looking at the content on the main channel like, girl, you showing your art, like you bringing it to the art, which is great. Like, that's what I've been wanting to do. And so, like, even when that person had made that comment, I'm like, yep, you don't even know what I got in store, but okay, cool. It's just, and they don't even have to know, it's just like, it's me. It's really me against me. It's me against me, for me to show up however I want to show up and however I want to do this thing, And so I'm doing this thing how I want to do it. And I'm really proud. I'm just really proud of everything that I have accomplished up to this moment, But damn, what was I talking about? This whole thing was talking about social media. The whole thing was inspired because I was listening to Gary Vee and saying how I'm coming back to the gram. So bringing the play. Okay. So we gonna bring the play back. We gonna make it fun. We're going to do our own thing. We're not going to listen to too many of the business podcasts. It's telling me I need to be this or do this. I'm going to respect who I am and what I need on my creative journey, And we just going to go from there. So yeah, look, y'all, I'm gonna wrap it up. She could talk all day. Okay. So I'm going to wrap it up. I feel good. If you want to, I don't know, keep up with the socials journey, then follow me on the gram at A.O. Hamer or on TikTok. Really, maybe with over here though, y'all don't even gotta follow me over there, to tell you the truth. Like, if you, I feel like the people who watch YouTube videos are like YouTube people, like I'm that person. I'm that YouTube person. I don't even like other shit. Like, I just like watching YouTube. Okay. So if you that person, cool, I got you. Like, I have a whole nother second YouTube channel. So watch that stuff. Okay. Yeah, if you want to see my art and keep up with what I'm doing, just do the YouTube. You don't got to follow me on the other socials. Okay, well, thank y'all so much for joining me and painting with me. I'm gonna show y'all a little bit of the progress of where we at. Let's see. Loving it. Loving it. Yep, yep, yep. Super cool, super cool. So this is where we at. This is the progress. Okay. It's big, isn't it? Isn't it? It's kind of giving y'all scale with me standing next to it. Maybe this is a thumbnail where I can talk about like how I'm doing it and like the process and like a little bit of behind the scenes. And so yeah, maybe this will be the thumbnail, but yeah, so that's the thumbnail. Okay. That's the thumbnail. But yeah, I think it looks really good in the camera. Like you could really see the heart outline. And then I'm going to work in putting the planet Earth and then some of the rings on there, similar to another piece that I have, the Mama's Gun mural. The Rebirth too. I love that piece. Actually, shout out to Tipton. She's one of my patrons and collectors who owns that original. Maybe I'll turn that one into pins too, because that's like a really super cool concept. But anywho, so I do love putting like the finger rings on the hands, and so yeah, that's the next thing I'm going to be working in, including the heart. So stay tuned.